Peace and blessings, fam. Happy Friday, gang. I miss y'all. So, first and foremost, shout out to the gang. I love y'all for holding me down. That's first. That's always first and foremost. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so, so grateful for each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for regulating it, even in my comments. Y'all do not play about Mama Magical, so I really appreciate that. Y'all be cracking me up in them comments. So thank y'all. I just love y'all so much. And thank you also to my new subscribers. Welcome to the gang. Get comfortable. You know, we get the tea around here. The tea is the truth, you know. So we get that around here. So just welcome. And of course, I do personal readings. My clients find me at www.magicalflowerstarot.com. And all readings, in regards to my YouTube channel, you can email me at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. Thank y'all so much for supporting my podcast. I know I've been a little bit of MIA lately, but your girl has been doing all kinds of spiritual work and studying, and there's a lot of stuff I had to do behind the scenes. So I really, really appreciate y'all for just having y'all patience and for loving me anyway. I'm definitely going to try my best to be more consistent with y'all, because y'all my gang and y'all help me get through. So, on a serious note, this Texas school shooting, I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon of reporting on this too quickly. It's a tragedy. It's really sad to me. Shit, y'all. I mean, I even spoke about this in my podcast. Like, I told y'all, was gonna be some strange happenings, you know, when it starts to get warm up. And it's just beginning. And I said, too, when it starts to warm up, I'm sorry. And I also said, too, like, watch your children. I repeated that. I said it's going to be some things with the babies. Be careful. And then that's when we came across the milk shortage. So, y'all, listen, Spirit be speaking to me, y'all. Spirit be speaking to me. But I'm going to jump into this reading. I'm going to try to make it brief. I'm not going to be calling on that boy's name at all. I'm just going to simply be reading around the energies that happened that day. So this is not one of those readings. We're not going to be putting on children's spirits, and we're not doing that here. So this is the wrong channel for that. So I just also want to say, you know, rest in love and light to those children. They were innocent. They did not deserve that. You know, I feel like the police really failed them, you know, and it's crazy to me how it's a blame game now. You know, the police chief is now, you know, trying to blame it on the school district police as why the tactical team did not just basically go into the classroom. Because do y'all know it was children in the classroom actually dialing out and calling the police? They have admitted that they could have saved more lives had they just went right into the classroom instead of sitting their asses in the hallway and just waiting to see what's going to happen. You know, but I'm not going to get too podcasty. I'm going to make sure I leave that for the podcast. But right now, we're just going to do this reading and just trying to see what could have happened that day. Was it a setup? Did he act alone? Was it mental? Was it spiritual? I'm going to ask those questions, y'all. So let's just get right into this. Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting. So first I'm going to ask, what was the energy around the shooter that morning? I'm not calling out his name, y'all. What is the energy around the shooter that morning? How did he feel that morning? What was going on? We understand that he also got into it with his grandmother and shot her too, Spirit. So show us what his energy was that morning. You know, and it's funny how the mother keep on saying, you know, don't blame him. He had his reasons, but not really saying what those reasons were. You know, just little stuff like that I pay attention to. But what the hell reason could that have been to walk up into a school and do something as heinous as that? This card just flipped out. Eight of Wands reverse. You gonna see what that means. That spoke several different things to me, because y'all know he pulled up and crashed, I believe, into a tree or something like that right before he had went up into the school. Mind you, that teacher had came out of the building, propped the door open, went to her car, claimed she wanted to get a cell phone. You know, and left the door open for the man to come in there, for the young boy to come in there. What was his energy that morning? Texas school shooter, Texas school shooter, Texas school shooter. What was his energy that morning, Spirit? Show it to us. Show us the truth. He was on straight bullshit that morning. He woke up. He knew what time it was. He knew what he was going to do. I feel like this is the school, too, in the background. And I feel like, you know, this is letting us know that we are not getting the full truth about the situation as well as to what happened. There are other people that definitely know more about the situation and why things happen that way. His mother might have been on to something, right? We gonna see, though. Not at once. Out of control. Fiery, hot energy. You know, he was on a mission that morning. Oh, I just got chills in my legs, y'all. 7 of Pentacles. Boundaries were definitely violated that morning. Children, look at the babies. Look how they coming up, y'all. I feel like he thought about this too. He thought about it. It wasn't impulsive. Page of Pentacles. Look at more children. 3 of Wands. Communication, manifestation. I feel like he did talk to somebody that morning. Somebody knew something. Like I said, and it's crazy how that's sitting right under the 7 of Swords, right? Try to make sure all my cards is in focus, because y'all be selling Mama Magical. Like, y'all be seeing your cards sometimes. So let me make sure everything is in focus. But yeah, I feel like he definitely communicated with somebody that morning. I felt like, look at these children, these multiple children pages. The pages are children, you know, so he definitely had it in him. He woke up very hostile that morning. He was all over the place. He was very, very aggressive and scary. He definitely violated the hell out of his grandmother. We already knew. And I feel like he just had it in his mind that this is what he was going to do. Today was the day. 6 of Cups, childhood. So his childhood was played a huge role into this. It played a huge role into this scenario and what happened that day. But you see these multiple children. So the children are definitely, that energy was definitely coming, is definitely coming through. And Spirit is letting us know. You see the children? So his childhood, in particular his mother, you know, I'm not saying that it had everything to do with that, but it's letting me know that he was affected by those things. The household was fucked up. The Hierophant reverse. And this also, the Hierophant also can speak about a university or a school or a government building. So I feel like this is speaking twofold. It's speaking on, you know, the disorder, the disarray in his household. He didn't have rules like that. You know, he wasn't regulated as a child. I feel like he was kind of doing what he wanted to do. You know, very unconventional upbringing he had. But this is also speaking about the school, the Hierophant reverse. What happened to the school? Here it go. I told y'all this is the school. This is the elementary. And I told y'all it was more to the story than y'all think it is. 3, communication. He had communication with somebody. And I feel like the story that they're giving us is not very dependable. And, the police has come out and admitted that they had some false information that they, quote unquote, was misled, you know, and y'all, we going to see what comes up. So the second question is, what was the true energy between him and his grandmother? What was the true energy between him and his grandmother? Was that intentional? Or did he just snap? What was the true energy between him and his grandmother? Because mind you, he had just only been living with his grandmother for, I think, a couple of months before that happened. His relationship with his father was strained. And he had problems with his mother, according to one of his friends. So what was the energy really like between him and his grandmother? Look at the poor granny. Look at her right here. She already coming through. Poor baby. Even though she survived, as far as I know, she has survived. But it's just showing like how she took him in, how she tried to be there. I feel like that was him as a child. That was his mother, and that was his father. His father was separated, I believe. He wasn't with the mother. You see that separation between the two of them. But all she did was try to step in and be there for him and provide for the things that he needed, that he was not, unfortunately, getting at home. So what was the true energy? 6 of Wands. I feel like it wasn't all bad all the time. Exactly, 9 of Cups. It wasn't all bad all the time. But he had some deep problems that it was hard for him to move forward from. 6 of Swords. He was very troubled. And she knew that. King of Cups. So he was really hard to deal with. It was hard for his grandmother to deal with her. I mean, with him. It was good times between them, of course. You know, she tried to really, not look. She tried to. The grandmother tried to overlook a lot of things that came with trying to support him and allowing him to live with her. Emotionally, he was not stable. I feel like the between them, the relationship between him and his grandmother was not stable at all. I feel like it was times when she did want to put him out, but she felt like it was not working here. But he knew that he couldn't depend on anyone else. He didn't really have anyone else. And that's where empathy and compassion came from. Queen of Cups, the grandmother. Empathy, like I said, compassion came from. That's why she tried to be there for him. But according to the grandparents, I feel like it was the grandfather that said that he isolated himself a lot. They really didn't even see him. He stayed in his room a lot, playing his games or whatever he was doing. So he was a hermit child. Even at home, in the home, he was kind of isolated. He kept to himself a lot. Pull one more. The Chariot. Yeah, he was a different type of boy. The Chariot. He was different. But the grandmother, she tried. She knew he had issues from the past. Whew. So, did he act alone, Spirit? I feel like there was a communication there. Did he act alone? Was everything solely on him? Did he have assistance in any kind of way in the crimes that he committed that day? Knight of Wands. Ooh, he was. Ten of Cups, family. Did he act alone? He communicated with somebody. Remember I told y'all the teacher went to go get a cell phone out of her car? And I believe she is a suspect. Two of Cups. There it go. A bad connection between two people, a friendship that wasn't really a good one either. Twos together. Partnership. 3, communication, tears, tragedy, betrayal. The person that he communicated with, people trusted, and she betrayed them, and I feel like it was that damn teacher, the Emperor. But I feel like he was, even if he did commit a crime with someone, I feel like he did. Someone had a hand in it. He was the ultimate leader. Look at that red on him. Red, passionate. He was going to do it anyway. Strength, a Leo, more fire. He was going to do it anyway. There were a group of people. Look at that blood. So it was multiple people. I feel like that. He definitely partnered up with someone. But I feel like multiple people were aware. He probably even mentioned it. And now that it comes to my mind, 2 of his friends did say that he was going to, he did mention something about going to do something to some kids. I think one of the girls was in Germany. And then she seen what he had done after she sent him a message, after he sent her a message right before the crime was committed. Then she had seen what was on the news, that he actually did that. And she contacted the authorities in the United States. So I feel like several people knew about it, but he hooked up with a particular person that helps him. And the person, I believe, was a woman, which was that teacher. 9 of Swords. And she's fucked up in the head about it, too. She's really paranoid. She knows that she shouldn't have done that. Look at those children. 10 reminds you, 10 is the number of endings or completions. He ended those children's life, and he was partnered with someone else. And you see how their backs are turned? That someone else is hiding her face. Look at those tears, that blood. Big, major betrayal of trust. Okay, so you guys wanted to know at all, was this connected to what had happened in Buffalo? Was this shooting connected to the shooting in Buffalo, New York? Was there anything, was there any connection? There was no connection. He acted alone. Well, as far as, it was an isolated incident. Ace 1, yeah. Children. Yeah, it was an isolated interview. But this was a sacrifice. I feel like this is more than him just being mental. I feel like there is more to this story. I feel like that is the reason why he might not even be here today to even speak on his side of the story, because there's more to it. But this was an independent act. Did the teacher have anything to do with this? Was it the teacher? She's a suspect, Spirit. Did she have anything to do with this? I don't believe in coincidences, y'all. Did she have anything to do with this? Did she have anything to do with this? 3 of Wands, that communication, that manifestation. First it was a plan, then it was action taken. Murder, 10 of Swords. Her cell phone. Y'all peeping, right? She went to go get her cell phone. Twice, murder, 10 of Swords. Cell phone. See how Spirit is showing you twice? The cell phone. The shame in what she did. 6 of Swords. Hiding her face. Ace of Pentacles, reverse. The Devil. 8 of Wands. She went out to her car. She went out to her car and she received a message. She received some type of message. I don't know, some type of cue, some type of signal. I don't know if it was on her cell phone, but y'all see twice a cell phone here, right? She went out to her car. And mind you, the boy, they heard there was a crash. When that boy, I believe there was a crash when he pulled up to the car down. I mean, pulled up to the school a little bit down the road. She received some kind of message. Y'all see these two hand in hand. Mind you, like I said, 10 of Swords twice to me can mean murder. There was some type of opportunity, some type of sick, twisted opportunity that they both seen in this situation. But it was so shameful, both of them. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like she debated at first. She contemplated. I mean, there was contemplation, but she went on and did it anyway. King of Cups. I wonder if she had some type of relationship with this boy. But she did it. Y'all seen Spirit confirmed it. Show us the energy around the police officers, because parents were pissed off. They said that the police officers was just standing there. You know, they were trying to run into the building. They were screaming at the police officers, and they were stopping parents from, you know, innately, naturally, you're going to run in there and try to get your child if you are a parent. And then you see the authorities just hanging around. Show us the trio. I said trio. They should have been trio, the police. Maybe that shit wouldn't have went down. And they admitted that more lives would have been saved if they would have went in immediately instead of standing in the hallway. What was the true energy? The world. The moon. Secrets and lies. They weren't trying to help. They weren't trying to go in that building. The world reversed. But they know the world was... It's funny how the world came up because the world seen it. And a lot of people is not buying that. Especially now that discrepancies and the admittance on the police admitting that, you know, it was more that they could have done and they were misinformed, and they are trying to blame it on the school district police. But that, like I said, it's more to this story. It's more to this story. Let's see what else come up. What was the true intention around them? They weren't trying to defend like that. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands reversed. They weren't trying to defend those kids. Told y'all it was a secret to this that y'all don't know. Sacrifice. Come through, Spirit. That's what it was. A sacrifice. Didn't I say that earlier? I feel like I said that earlier. Queen of Wands. Just sitting back. Look, chilling. Just sitting back. Just chillaxing. Just, you know, we're going to let this fiery ass situation fire a gun. Letting off firing off a gun. We're going to let this fiery situation happen. Queen of Wands is about fire. Passion. and also being creative about a situation. More fire. Betrayal. Betrayal. I feel like this is a betrayal on the police department, and the school district, and this is the betrayal and the heartbreak and the tears that the parents feel. It was planned. There go that teacher in that cell phone again. Two of Wands represents a plan. When it's reversed, it represents an ill-intended plan. An ill-intended plan. Look at the children. Look at the red flag. Look at the children. Look at the red flag. The white horse that the child sits on is a sign of purity. Those children were innocent. And the children were calling literally on the phones inside the classroom. They were dialing 911. They were asking for help. And that wasn't enough. The police was just chilling because it was a sacrifice. It's more to the story that you guys know. I'm going to get into that on my podcast, y'all, though. Mama Magical got y'all. This retrograde is damn near, I think it's over. I'm getting back on my podcast. Okay. Okay, so y'all told me that some of the children were related that were killed. Is there a coincidence? Y'all know there ain't no damn coincidence, but we'll see. Was that intended though? Look at how that grandmother popping up and those children and the mom. Knight of Cups. I feel like this is speaking on the lack of love that he got at home. Was it intended that the children that were unfortunately killed, that they were related? Was that intended to kill children that were related? This flipped over, so I'm going to take this. I feel like he was just being reckless as fuck. I wanted to say that first, but I just wanted to pull more cards at first. I don't feel like it was purposely intended. Whoever was there, whoever was in the way, that got it. And there was a mission. There was tunnel vision, that chariot that came up earlier. There was a mission. There was tunnel vision. And the mission was to assassinate. Lay anything down that I see, anything that is in my vision, anything that is in my way, I'm laying it down. Look at those poor children. Just a fool. Didn't give a fuck. The fool represents someone who is acting so reckless, whose behavior is so dangerous that not only does it cause harm to the people around, the children, it caused harm to himself because he was killed. But he just wanted, his mission was just to get whoever was there. Whoever was there. Why is his mother in denial, Spirit? Show us the energy around his mother. What is wrong with that lady, Spirit? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. Why is his mother in such denial? I showed y'all that this was a sacrifice, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that my gang is on it. Why is the mother such in denial? She spoke about reason, Spirit. Mind y'all, did y'all know it was 27 school shootings this year? What is the energy around his mother? There she go again. Look at this. Holding the boy, the separation from the child. That was just, she got problems too. I feel like his mother is a little bit slow. I don't mean to be offensive when I say that, but I feel like she got mental problems, and that probably was genetic. I'm gonna just say it like that. Five of Swords. So yeah, she has some deep mental issues. I feel like her and her son fought a lot too. So she has a sense of guilt. She has a sense of guilt. The mother, here she go. Like I told y'all, she has a sense of guilt. And I feel like she's just trying to, she's trying to shed some type of positive light on the situation and on her son, making it seem like he wasn't that bad, because to me, that's guilt-rooted. Look at that. Betrayal, heartbreak, tears of the past. So like I said, they have a lot of issues in the past, him and the mother. I knew it, the past, Six of Cups. I knew it, mother and child. And it's a little bit of manipulation in what she's saying. She know he was fucked up. In other words, Ace of Pentacles. Reverse. Yeah, she has some mental issues, like I said. Eight of Swords. This speaks about paranoia. This speaks about someone with mental issues. In other words, I'm not going to go so deep into the situation, to the definition of these cards, child. Six of Swords. Very painful past. Very much, very, very turbulent energy between her and her son, even if she doesn't admit it. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a long time. Her and her son has had years of problems. Like, that keeps getting reiterated. So, Spirit is very straightforward. I feel like when she kept on saying the reason, I intuitively feel the reason was mixed. The reasons were that you failed him as a mother. You knew that he was messed up. And I told y'all the other hard part of it was that there was a sacrifice. And that there was more to this story than you guys will ever know. And that's the reason why that the shooter is not here today to tell it. Government. So before I wrap this up, let me see. Is there anything else that I want to ask? Because I don't want to be in this energy for too long, y'all. I hope y'all understand. Was he put up to this by someone? You see that there was a lot of communication, cell phones. You already know there was two people involved. Other people were aware, but they didn't take it serious. Was he actually put up to this by someone? Was he put up to this heinous crime and acts by someone? The Fool. Almost like a send-off, right? I said I wondered what kind of relationship he had with that teacher. The lovers, hand-in-hand, partnership. Two Kings. Someone was leading this situation. Children. More children. See how these children keep on popping up? The Star. I hope. Poor babies. They'll never get a chance to see their full potential. Yeah, he worked. There was a third party. We already knew about the two. Look at that communication. Like I said, but there was someone else. He was like the send-off. Because they knew he was fucked up in the head and he had problems. The perfect candidate. Oh, we're going to say that he has problems. We're going to say that he has mental issues. He's emotionally unstable. He's a hot, fiery, aggressive person. He harmed animals when he was a child. Perfect candidate. Come through, Spirit. Y'all see what it is. Was the government lying by what was the police chief? I believe it was the chief of police. Was he lying? Is he being deceptive when it comes to putting everything putting all responsibility and accountability on the commander of the school district police? Was he lying about that? Was he being manipulative about that situation? Look at those children. Was he being manipulative and deceptive about his statement, alleging that everything was under the responsibility of the school district police? There I go again. Yes, he's lying. Defenses were down purposely. Pages, more children, manifestation. Communication. There was communication. Cold-hearted person. Cold-hearted energy. Queen of Swords. Look at that cell phone again. Ten of Swords. Murder. Look at these swords. All this sword energy. He just want to look good. He's just trying to save face, y'all. Everything wasn't on the school district's police. Please. They were hand in hand. Messages that were conveyed between both parties. They knew what they were doing. Wheel of Fortune reverse. I mean, Spirit been telling y'all the truth this whole reading. I really ain't got to get into all that extra shit, all them extra questions. I'm just going to do a quick shadow read on the situation before we conclude this reading game. Because like I said, I don't want to be dwelling up in this murky-ass energy. Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting. Spirit, show us the shadow energy behind this situation. Show us the shadow energy behind the school shooting. So many children were, so many lives were lost. And the teachers. We can't forget that there were 2 teachers that lost their lives in this situation. 2 real teachers. I don't know what the hell we can call that 3rd teacher, child. The one that propped open the door and needed to get her cell phone right at the time of that boy crashing down the street. Ain't no damn coincidences. Show us the energy, the shadow energy, spirit surrounding the Texas school shooting. Those kids were so scared, y'all. I see their faces. Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting, Texas school shooting. Spirit, show us the shadow energy. Some of the energies that happen around this school shooting. Look at that watching. 5 of Pentacles. A very, very... First of all, I'm looking at this as the school. Someone watching out into the street. This is the boy. This is the teacher. She propped the door open and left it open. She knew what was going to happen. She knew the exact time that he was going to pull up. There is no coincidence, like I said. 5 of Pentacles is a very, very unfortunate event that was planned. Communication, 3, like I told y'all. 3 of Cups. Knight of Swords. Don't this person look angry? They're charging somewhere. Look at that face. Look at that sword. What do you do with this sword? Your intention is to what? To slay. Ace of Pentacles. There was some type of opportunity. This keep coming up. The Empress, the mother, reverse. She's fucked up in the head, like I told y'all. This is some of the shadow energy. Look at those graves of those children. This is a graveyard. Look at them in the grave again. Look at that knife. Murder, which we know. Betrayal. More betrayal. 3 of Swords. 3, communication. 3 legs. Knight of Pentacles, reverse. They didn't want to stop that boy. They didn't want to stop him. Page of Swords. Spying. Government. Being watched. They had to make sure that this shit, look at these 2 eyes being watched. They had to make sure that things were played out. They, quote unquote. 10 of Swords. I mean 10 of Cups, I'm sorry. I feel like it was a spirit involved in this situation. We know it was all kind of low vibrational spirits that was tapped in. So anytime there's murder, there are spirits around. Know that. Judgment, reverse. Remember how that judgment had came up? Judgment. I feel like this has something to do with the police too. The law enforcement is reversed. They were crooked in the situation. 4 of Pentacles reversed. Look, more deception, more lies, more manipulation. Look at those swords. They had a hand into it too. 6 of Pentacles reverse. The police is not giving out the right information. And we know that. They only admitted a little bit so they can save face. They had to make somebody look like they was righteous out the situation, right? Two people coming together who shed blood on the floor. Almost look like they're inside of a school, inside of some type of institution or building. The Hierophant, this is the school, like I told y'all. Queen of Wands. The Sun, sad. The Sun was reversed, sad. That shows the negativity, so much negativity in this situation. Ace of Swords, the lies being told. The Hangman. Page of Pentacles. King of Cups, Woman, Children. Two of Swords. That Sacrificial card. The Tower. Come through, Spirit. I want y'all to pay attention. More children. Page of Cups reversed. The children. Poor babies. Justice reversed. The police were very crooked. Like I said, they're lying. They're not telling you every single thing. More than one person. Death. This is death. The High Priestess. Secrets. Like I said, it was more to this. It was bigger than just a kid having mental issues and going up and just going into school and going crazy. There was a higher power involved in this situation. There's a lot of untold things that will never come to the surface. Spirits, again, Ten of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups, psychic energy with the High Priestess. Spiritual, the Chariot, out of control, erratic. Car crash. This talks about when I believe he really did, if I read it right, he did like crash into something down the street. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Down the street from the school. The Lovers again. Like I said, I want to know his relationship with that teacher. The Fool. He was a pawn, y'all. It was bigger than him. Look at that blood. The World, once again, reversed. Chess, a game. The Hermit. This is him. He was a very isolated person, y'all, like I said before. Definitely had some mental issues. Communicating with other people. He worked with other people. Look at the blood. Look at that. Where he had a very hard life, y'all. That red flag. More blood on the floor. More red flags. Home life fucked up. Reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Deception. Mental issue. Paranoid. I feel like this is the teacher. Once again, she fucked up. She paranoid. The Devil. In the grave. Those children. 2. Partnership. The message. I told y'all there was a message that was received. Remember I said that earlier in the reading? Look at that blood. Queen. She has something to do with it, the teacher. Pulling 3 more. The Magician. Manipulation, lies. 4 of Cups, more blood. 2 Page of Wands, those children. See, y'all, like I said, I didn't want to keep pulling and getting too deep into this situation, but I mean, the story is very, what the spirits is saying to me, I don't know about y'all, but this shit is very direct. It's very straight up. This shit was bigger than a child having mental issues. It was he had help with the situation. The teacher is just as guilty. The police is just as guilty. There were lies that were being told. There was manipulation in the story. As y'all can see, justice reversed. That just shows how the law is not reliable. They were not acting as righteous authority. They weren't righteous in their ways, you know. So it's more to this story, y'all. And Spirit was very, very direct about that. Yes, he probably had problems. Yes, he had some issues as a child, but he did not act alone on this shit. Nothing. There is no such things as coincidence, because everything happens in the spiritual world before it manifests in the physical world. First, it happens in the spiritual. So there is no coincidences in this situation. So I ain't gonna go too deep, y'all, now, because this is gonna take away from the purpose of my podcast. So I gotta get on there and do the podcast. But I love y'all. Definitely let me know how y'all feel. Did anyone know these children? If you did, you have my condolences. If you knew the family, we're gonna send so much love, light, energy, healing, comfort, just as much positivity as we can, and much protection for the other children in that area. I just send my heartfelt condolences, as I said before, and everything that I pray for them, I pray for myself, I pray for my gang. Y'all, we got to wake up, y'all. It's let the games begin, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. So, you can definitely reach me once again at www.magicalflowerstarot.com. All readings regarding YouTube, again, you can email me at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. Definitely, I'm going to link the podcast below. Thank y'all so much for supporting me in all of my endeavors. I love y'all so much. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter, too, at the same name, y'all. So, until next time, Ashe.